It feels very different. I'm a lot calmer. You got to remember there was unknown variables before. First fight up at 160. It was my first fight back in.
Nothing surprised me. I think Ryan have a lot of talent, and I'm happy for him. I'm really happy for him, and I see that fight, and I was so happy. I was so happy. I nervous a little bit, but I was so happy and happy for him.
What if everything we thought we knew about Ryan Garcia was wrong? For months, fans questioned his focus, his discipline, and whether he could ever return to the elite level. But now, whispers coming out of training camp are telling a completely different story. Insiders claim Garcia has transformed into a far more dangerous fighter, and one name keeps surfacing alongside his preparation: Canelo Alvarez. If even Canelo is impressed by what he's seeing, should Conor Benn be worried? Or is this just another wave of pre-fight hype?
Before the bell had gone every single round, I was up, ready, fresh, ready to go. You know, and he used his experience well. He used his weight well, and you know, that's what made the difference on the night. So I plan on using all the experience I gained to go in there and still flatten him.
If you want, one thing is certain: this fight suddenly feels a lot more unpredictable. Conor Benn has built his reputation on aggression, confidence, and an unwavering belief in himself. Throughout his career, he has never backed away from a challenge, and facing Ryan Garcia is no exception. Benn has made it clear that he respects Garcia's natural gifts, but believes talent alone won't win this fight. In several interviews, Benn has questioned Garcia's professionalism and consistency.
Yeah, no, it don't make no difference to me. I'm still going to go in there and do what I do. Everybody knows what they're in for when they tune in to watch one of my fights. You know, and it's sheer excitement all the way through from start to finish. You know, you got to remember the fights that I want to give people. I want people to remember how I made them feel 20 years later. You know, and giving people value for money. That's entertainment. I think a lot of fighters forget that. I'd rather lose an exciting fight than win a boring fight.
While he acknowledges Garcia's incredible speed and athletic ability, he believes those advantages disappear if a fighter isn't mentally locked in every single day. But recent reports suggest that criticism may have sparked a completely different version of Ryan Garcia. According to people close to Garcia's camp, training has become more disciplined than ever. Instead of relying only on his famous left hook and explosive hand speed, Garcia is reportedly sharpening every part of his game. Conditioning, defensive movement, patience, and ring IQ have all become major priorities.
I never forget. No, he say Canelo going down, and Canelo can do this, can do that. He never believed in my skills, but I guess what? He's gonna find out soon. So I'm very excited for this.
That's where Canelo Alvarez enters the conversation. Although Canelo has always shown respect for both fighters, reports indicate that he has spent valuable time around Garcia during training. Those sessions have reportedly left Canelo impressed with Garcia's attitude and work ethic. For years, critics accused Garcia of relying too much on raw talent. Now, many believe that natural ability is finally being matched by elite preparation.
My trainers speak for my improvement. I know what I'm doing, but you just gotta stay focused, gotta keep going.
Do you feel different? Do you feel better?
Oh, way better. I mean, like, I'm way more focused.
Is that relieving?
Nobody could come in the gym without, nobody saying anything. So everything's been so, professional, and I know how to be.
And if that's true, Conor Benn could be facing the most complete version of Ryan Garcia we've ever seen. Garcia himself has hinted that this training camp feels different. Rather than making bold predictions, he's spoken about maturity, discipline, and staying focused on the process. He believes he's entering this fight with a completely different mindset than in previous years.
First off, Ryan Garcia, I don't think he done it. First things first. Number two, he's an idiot.
What?
Because he's just an idiot. He's an idiot. He's just no class. No class at all. I think he's an absolute lemon, and I'd love to give him a good beating. I'd put it straight on him and hit him straight in the gym, and I'm gonna do it for La Raza. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna speak to him in Spanish. He's the idiot. And then there's for Haney as well, another person. For him, he's got his own issues to sort out. No Diddy and all that, but he's got his own issues to sort out.
That confidence isn't built on social media headlines. It's built on months of preparation. Meanwhile, Ben remains just as confident. He believes pressure breaks fighters, and he plans to bring exactly that from the opening bell. Ben has repeatedly said he wants to force Garcia into uncomfortable situations where instinct takes over and mistakes begin to appear.
You know, his record and what I know about him, no, I'm not worried about his power. That's what it is. So, yeah, I mean, look at maybe he got power now. You just never know, but it's
a strategy that has worked well throughout Ben's career. Relentless pressure, constant combinations, no room to breathe. The question is whether Garcia has finally developed the patience to deal with that style. One person who believes he has is Garcia's father, Henry Garcia. Henry says the public has judged Ryan based on a handful of difficult moments instead of recognizing everything he's accomplished.
As a risk I'm willing to run. You know, I believe I will have achieved more, will be more experienced, and it's my job to go in there and prove that I am at that level, which I will do.
He insists fans are about to witness a fighter who has rediscovered his hunger and is determined to remind the world why he became one of boxing's biggest stars. Confidence inside Team Garcia appears to be growing with every passing week. But Team Ben isn't buying into the hype. Nigel Benn has been equally vocal, insisting his son has never looked stronger since returning to welterweight.
Why would you sign then? You had Ryan right there, and he's another hater. See, there you go. And I'm glad that we proved him wrong. Another hater. That my son can't go over 6 rounds or whatever. I can't stand people like that. You know, and this is true.
He believes Conor's strength, conditioning, and experience will expose Garcia once the fight becomes physical. Both camps are convinced they're holding the winning formula. The only problem is only one of them can be right. And if the rumors surrounding Ryan Garcia's transformation are even partially true, Conor Benn may be walking into a fight far different from the one he originally expected.
We went in there to try and take his head off, didn't work to plan, and then we boxed to his ability, what he's capable of doing, and he made the fight so easy. And we still haven't seen the best of Conor. And watching him now, how I see him back down at welterweight, and everyone said he's going to struggle at the weight. He is more stronger now and faster being at his normal weight. I just can't wait for him to fight.
The growing excitement around this matchup isn't coming only from the fighters themselves. Some of boxing's biggest names have started weighing in, and their opinions have made the build-up even more intriguing. Veteran trainer Buddy McGirt has praised Conor Benn's mentality, describing him as the type of fighter who never backs away from a challenge. Benn's relentless pressure and willingness to trade punches make him dangerous against anyone. Fighters with that mindset can completely change the momentum of a fight with one explosive round. But McGirt also knows that courage alone doesn't guarantee victory against someone as naturally gifted as Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia hurt him a lot, knocked him down 3 times, beat him up in that fight. His face was all messed up at the end of that fight.
And it was one of the fights of the year as well, man.
Great fight. This is what I'm saying. It was a great fight.
Every mistake can be punished instantly. Then there's Chael Sonnen, who has reminded fans exactly how devastating Garcia can be when everything clicks. Sonnen pointed to Garcia's explosive performances throughout his career, highlighting the speed, accuracy, and finishing ability that made him one of boxing's biggest attractions. According to Sonnen, Garcia doesn't need many opportunities. Give him one opening, and the fight can change in seconds. That's exactly why so many people are paying attention to the reports coming from training camp.
You know, in terms of that fight, I think it's a good fight. You know, I don't think it's a big fight in America. I think it's a big fight in the UK. Obviously, Ryan's a big star in America. Conor's not. Ryan's a bigger star in the UK than Conor is in America, and Conor's a big star in the UK. So, yeah, I don't think it's a fight that's going to do massive numbers, but I like the fight. I think it's exciting. I think at 147, Ryan's a big fight. I don't think Conor should be fighting at 147. I think, you know, I like him up at 160 or up towards that weight class, but I don't see a way he beats Ryan Garcia at 147.
If Garcia has truly improved his defense while keeping the same lightning-fast offense, he becomes a far more complete fighter than the one fans have seen before. Promoter Eddie Hearn has also shared an interesting perspective. He believes this fight has all the ingredients to become one of boxing's biggest attractions, with Garcia carrying tremendous popularity in the United States and Benn enjoying massive support in the United Kingdom. Hearn has admitted the matchup is extremely difficult for Benn, particularly at welterweight.
Ben is Conor's a dog, man. You know what I mean? You know what to expect when he gets in that ring. You know what I mean? And I just think that he has good pedigree, you know, with his dad and himself, and you know, he has that fighter's mentality.
While he hasn't counted Ben out, he believes Garcia's size, speed, and natural athleticism could create serious problems over 12 rounds. Still, nobody inside Team Benn appears intimidated. Conor Benn has openly admitted this is one of the biggest risks of his career, but he is never hidden from dangerous opponents. He believes the biggest moments produce the biggest champions, and defeating Ryan Garcia would instantly elevate his standing in the sport. Garcia, however, seems equally convinced that this is his opportunity to silence every critic.
They're saying just...
I know.
Just be quiet. Just say nothing. You know, we'll get to bomb a bit, and it would have been, the verdict would have been...
In recent interviews, he has spoken less about proving people wrong and more about proving himself right. He believes the setbacks, criticism, and distractions of recent years have shaped him into a smarter and more determined fighter. That mindset may be the biggest difference of all. Instead of chasing an early knockout, Garcia appears focused on controlling every moment of the fight. If he stays patient, picks his shots carefully, and uses his speed intelligently, he could force Benn into making costly mistakes. But Benn's greatest strength has always been his refusal to slow down.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight. I think it's a good fight. Conor Benn is a good fighter. He throws a lot of punches. He's very brave. Ryan Garcia is a great fighter too, so it's a good fight.
He thrives in chaos. He wants exchanges. He wants pressure. He wants to drag opponents into uncomfortable battles where discipline starts to disappear. That's what makes this matchup so fascinating. One fighter wants to control the pace with speed and precision. The other wants to overwhelm his opponent with pressure and non-stop aggression. Some believe Garcia's improved discipline will be the deciding factor. Others believe Benn's toughness and relentless engine will eventually break Garcia down. Whatever happens, both men have something significant to prove. For Garcia, it's about proving that his best years are still ahead of him and that he belongs among boxing's elite once again. For Benn, it's an opportunity to defeat one of the sport's biggest names and show that he can compete at the highest level on the world stage. When the opening bell rings, none of the interviews, predictions, or training footage will matter anymore. Only preparation, composure, and execution will decide who has their hand raised. One thing is certain, this isn't just another boxing match. It's a fight that could completely reshape the future of both careers. Now I want to hear from you. Does Ryan Garcia's recent improvement make him the favorite? Or will Conor Benn's relentless pressure prove too much to handle? Share your prediction in the comments below and tell us who wins and how.